Well, hello, General Hospital Daily Recap fans. Today's daily recap is for Thursday, May the 23rd, 2024. Thursday, May the 23rd. Now, this date has extra special meaning for me because my first grandson was born yesterday on May the 23rd. Yes, I'm recording this a day late and later in the evening because I was at the hospital all day yesterday and I was at the hospital this morning and I will be going back to the hospital tomorrow. And actually, right after I finish this recording, I'm headed back to go see my grandson and hold him some more. Now, I'm tired. But when I got home last night, I got home after about 10:30 at night. I did watch my General Hospital because I needed to unwind. I unwind with my soap operas before I go to sleep. But look, y'all, bear with Daily Recap Lady. I'm busy right now. So anyway, I'm going to dive right into this. There will not be Comic Corner probably for the next few days. I'll get back to Comic Corner next week once my daughter and the baby get out the hospital. They're supposed to leave Saturday tomorrow to go home, and I'll be helping at the home. But anyway, let's dive into this. And I want to tell you something that's going to be happening starting now, especially with the baby being born. You will see, I'll do a quick plug before every comment corner to check out the description box of all of my videos. Click on the link as an Amazon affiliate. That's right, I'm an Amazon affiliate now. I earn from qualifying purchases. I have a grandmom's corner all set up with great baby items, that my daughter picked for baby showers. She had a great registry. All the items were purchased on her Amazon registry. And I will be highlighting my favorite baby products. And also, I have a product corner. In product corner, I'm a gadget person, everybody. Gadgets. So I'll be highlighting some of that. What's hot, what's new, what I like. Just you'll see videos. I'll start doing some product videos. So when you're getting notified, you're thinking, hey, that's not a GH recap. Nope, that's my product corner. Please check it out. Click on my Amazon storefront and just shop. Now, click on it and then shop for what you normally shop on Amazon. But just see what's hot, what's new, what's selling, and that'll make Daily Recap Lady very, very happy. So let's dive right into GH. Well, I uploaded the wrong slide, everybody. See, look, baby on the brain, baby on the brain. I'm looking for the slide that, there it is. Here we go. Carly. Ava, in his ear about it's just Jason's fault. This is all Jason's fault. You're right. If Jason wouldn't have intervened, then none of this would have happened. Ugh. And think he was a friend of yours. Just horrible, right? Carly knocks on the door. She goes, "Look, Sonny, I'll just go ahead and tell who's ever at the door that now's not a good time for you. You're not accepting visitors." And so he's kind of like, okay. Well, it's Carly. Ava opens the door and she sees it's Carly and she's just looking at her. Carly's looking at her like, step aside, right? You know the word that comes next to that. Carly steps right past her. See, I don't ask you permission, Ava, to go speak to the father of my daughter. Okay? So Sonny, she comes in and he goes, Carly, thank you for what you did. I want to thank you again. He acknowledges, I want to thank you again for what you did talking to me last night. I really appreciate it. But as you could see, I'm okay. And when he was talking about, I really appreciate what you did for me last night, Ava is just looking like, what'd she do? What'd she say? And so she goes, Sonny, can we talk without her? being in the room, and she's gesturing towards Ava. And Sonny says, no, she knows everything. She knows what's happened. You can speak freely in front of her. So Ava walks a little closer now that he said that, but not up all up under him like he was when he brought Natalia home, right? So she says, have you spoken to Christina? How's Christina doing? And he goes, no, I haven't, but Christina will be fine. And she goes, Sonny, Christina saw you beat a man with your bare hands, and she heard you threaten him. I know this is shaking Christina to her core, Sonny. So, make sure you give Christina time, because she's pregnant, and just, like, okay, don't make it worse, right? And he says, no, Christina, Christina would be fine. And Dex and Ava has the nerve to interject. Well, it's too bad that Dex didn't remember. What did Ava say? Ava said, it's a shame that Dex forgot who his friends are. And Carly looked at Ava, and Carly says, there's a lot of that going on. And Ava just standing there, and she's standing there with her hands down, and it's so weird. She has one leg like cocked out, as if, look, I got a gun in my hip pocket. She wasn't gesturing that, but her whole stance was out of place. I'm like, why is that chick standing like that? Like she's some gangster, like she's some, look. Her whole body language was antagonizing Ava. That's the way it was. And I said, look at Ava. And then the way she looking over at Carly, like, what you saying? And so she goes, oh, so Sonny says, look, yeah, Christina saw me punch Dex. Yeah, and okay, I may have punched him more than once, and I did kick him, but it was okay. But then Jason came running in, and the way he grabbed and restrained me as if I was some kind of danger, that's what scared Christina. So Carly looks, and it goes, so it's Jason's fault. Carly says, oh, okay, so, it's Jason's fault, huh? He goes, yeah, it's Jason's fault. He should have stayed out of it. Now, mind you, if Jason had have stayed out of it, Dex would have been a bloody pulp. Christina would have seen that. What he did to Cyrus, he would have done to Dex. That's what Christina would have seen. But he's so delusional, right? Just in the head. And so she goes, okay. She goes, first it was me and Michael. It was our fault. We betrayed you. Then it was Dex that betrayed you. She says, and now it's Jason that has betrayed you. She says, what are you going to do, Sonny, when you're finally out of people to blame that's betrayed you? See, she don't even know about Dante, because she would have said, Dante's betrayed you now? See, only Ava, he's complaining about Dante, right? And she just shakes her head, and he goes, well, Carly, like I said, thank you. She goes, you know what, Sonny, I kind of thought after last night, we made kind of like a truce. We kind of understand each other. You understand I'm not your enemy. I was hoping that, but she kind of shakes her head and she says something, and then she leaves. And that chick, Ava, says, Sonny, I'm really impressed at the restraint that you show. And he's looking at her. She goes, because it's like Carly intentionally wants you estranged from your children, from all your children. Now that's not what it sounded like to me at all, period. But Sonny's mind, when Ava said that, he now see he was just thanking Carly for being there for him. But now that Ava has said what Ava said, he's thinking, yeah, yeah, I bet you that is what she wants. You know, she want to drive a wedge. And we're not finished with the Ava and Sonny conversation. But yeah, see, that's all right, Ava. That's coming back to bite you, girl. It is coming back to bite you. So now we have Dex. Dex talks to Christine. You know, he's finished talking to Christina, and he tells her he's not. He doesn't know what he's gonna do, and you know, thanked her for the offer, but you know, look, he doesn't know what he's gonna do. Now, Christina, for some reason, is deciding she doesn't want to let this go, and she's telling Blaze, I'm done being a part of all this, and just, you know, I'm one of the reasons this is existing, which she's not. Christina is putting herself all in the middle of this. Now she's making it her mission and her goal to bring her father to justice, you know, to make her father pay for some of the things he's done. I don't get that writing whatsoever. That baffles me, but that's what's happening. And Blaze is kind of just looking at her, right? So Dex goes to Anna, and I thought, oh goodness, Anna now is going to want to bring Sonny in. So she goes, what happened to you, Dex? And he says, Sonny happened, you know, Sonny happened, and I need some advice from you, but I need it off the record. Please, I need you to talk to me as, you know, this is personal, this is private. I need you to talk to me off of the record, right? And so she says, well, of course, what happened? And he says, Sonny Corinthos. And he was telling the same thing. I didn't even recognize him. I didn't hit. That's just not the Sonny I know. And I'm thinking, well, it's the same Sonny you came in 2 months ago, uh, diamond on, Dex. See, don't pretend like I have not betrayed Sonny. Don't pretend that, Dex, because yes, you have. People just don't know that you have, right? And so, believe it or not, because he goes, but I don't know if I want to press charges. And he said, because of Christina, because now she would have to testify and she's pregnant, and he doesn't want to do that to her. And Anna says, well, for one, I'm just going to tell you, pressing charges is your choice. That's not betraying the badge if you don't press charges, right? And she says, and I'm going to be honest with you, that right now is not a good time for us to be trying to go after Sonny. Because, see, in Anna's mind, Anna is thinking, you know what? I'm dealing. She's thinking, I'm trying to bring down Brennan. This whole thing, I'm working with Jason, trying to keep tabs on what's his name, Kate. You know, Sonny, she's kind of put on a back burner. I mean, case in point, she's done nothing for poor Cyrus, right? He came in and gave a statement, and that went zero nowhere. Yikes. Okay. Thank goodness he's not waiting on justice for Cyrus. You know, my life matters. No, Cyrus. Because Anna is trying to do something else. So, anyway, now I'm going to have to take a cough drop because I'm going to start coughing, y'all. So, anyway, she says, oh, and by the way, Dex, look, I hope that I haven't discouraged you, because he says, you know, I think he told her that he was not going to press charges against Sonny at this time, right? And so she says, I hope I didn't discourage you from wanting to press charges. And I'm thinking, that's just what you did. What you mean, I hope I didn't discourage you? You purposely discouraged him. Okay, right? So he walked out of there. And the other good part was um, Chase and Brooklyn get to Finn's house, and Brooklyn comes in, and Chase and Finn hug, and Brooklyn hugs Violet. And when she stands up and turns around towards Chase and Finn, she sees the big bottle of scotch or bourbon or whatever the brown liquor is sitting on the right there on the little whatever table. So she looks and she goes, "You know what, Violet? I feel like a walk. Would you like to go for a walk with me?" And so Violet says, "Yeah, but only if," and she goes to her dad, "if it's okay with dad, right?" And he's like, "Yes, it's okay. It is okay." And Finn says, "You know what? I think that's such a great idea because I really would love to have an adult conversation with your dad." And so she looked like, she knows both their dad just died, right? So she goes, "Okay." Brooklyn takes her to Bobby's, and Violet is sad. She's coloring, and Brooklyn got her to open up a little bit. And Violet said she's worried about Finn. She's worried about her dad. She goes, "Because my daddy lost his daddy. And I don't know what I would do if I lost him." And I'm thinking the way he's going down that rabbit hole of a bottle, that's just what's, for a while, it's what's going to happen to you if that's the choice, the path they choose to make Finn go down. So Chase says, "Tell me everything that happened from the beginning." And I mean everything, Finn. So Finn goes through the whole story. And then Chase looks at the bottle and Finn says, looks at him, he goes, "And yes, I did. I've had a drink." And then he goes, "And maybe more than one." And Chase looks at him like, "Okay, good. Now let's talk about that." We didn't get into that conversation today, but it's going to be a good one tomorrow. I can't wait for that conversation to happen tomorrow because that was pretty good. So, Alexis, the last thing that happened that was good is Alexis, of course, the judges say, okay, she has a right to know who her accuser was. And so Ferguson was forced to tell, and it was Ava Jerome. He says, "It's Ava Jerome." So Alexis is like, "Ava Jerome?" And she goes, "Ava Jerome." And so Diane stands up and Diane says, "Your Honor, can we please have a recess? Can we please maybe postpone this so we can now, develop our strategy with this information?" And so he goes, "She's had years to develop a strategy if there is one." And so Alexis says, "No, all of this was hidden from her, and it was not even in the information. It wasn't in the documentation, the dockets, right? The case file." And so the judges are like, "Is that true, Mr. Ferguson?" He goes, the source wanted to be anonymous." Oh, so they're just looking like, "Oh, really?" So then the judge says, "No, this is not going to be long drawn out. We want to make our ruling today. What we will do is we will give you a 10-minute recess. I mean, a 10-minute time to go out and, discuss your strategy." So Alexis and Diane, they go out to the hallway, and Alexis is like, "Ava Jerome, oh my, she has always hated me. She says I'm the one who ruined her brother Julian's life. And she's made it her mission to ruin mine." She goes, "After her brother tried to kill me, right? It should have been my mission to ruin his life." And I was thinking, well, yeah, Alexis, it kind of should have, but you went back and forth with Julian, back and forth. Oh my goodness. You couldn't get enough of your Julian even after he tried to kill you. So She says, Ava has done this out of spite. And it had really nothing to do. Ava had nothing to do with the case, which is so weird. I didn't even know, even at that time of the hearings and everything, because really, what, not really, there was no real hearing, really. Remember, Alexis said she wasn't even notified of the bar end of it. Yes, she testified and all of that for a medical proceeding, right? She perjured herself during a medical arbitration. And really, the arbitration was for Neo. It wasn't for her. She lied to try to save her friend, right? And so he goes, as if, is there a difference, for when you should and should not tell the truth? That's what Ferguson said. And Alexis says, this was for a medical hearing, not a legal hearing, for the bar. Alexis says, yeah, it matters. It matters if you go to a doctor for a job that a lawyer should do. It matters. And I thought, well, that was a good point. Excellent point, Alexis. You did your thing, right? So she and Diane realized, like, oh my God, how do we, at everything we did, all that we prepared, all these precedences and everything, this whole thing was a spiteful thing. And now how do they fight that? How do they prove it? And they've run out of time. So the bailiff came out and he looked at him. He goes, ladies. And Diane turned and she goes, okay, our 10 minutes is up, isn't it? He's like, yes, the judges want you back in there. So now we have to deal with how they're going to outmaneuver Ferguson. Because they're going to. Ferguson burned. They're going to outmaneuver him because, come on, he's not going to win. Alexis is going to get her law license back. So that's it. That's it, everybody. No comment corner for the next couple of days. Grandmom is getting ready to go back to the hospital to see her new grandson. And when I get home tonight, I will watch tonight's GH and do the recap in the morning. So look, beaming from ear to ear. Anyway, I will see you all later.